So Do Good Farms is starting right here in Winter Garden area with the goal of creating sustainable, low-tech, low-cost, and reproducible food systems to grow food for people in need, both here locally and around the world in places like Haiti and Africa and India, using the aquaponics technology, which you'll learn about here in just a second. Aquaponics is the combination of aquaculture, or fish farming, and hydroponics, which is growing in water without soil. Basically, it's the same ecosystem design that's in a river or a stream. The problem with fish farming is that you have to deal with the fish waste and ammonia that builds up in the water, and eventually the water has to be discarded. The problem with hydroponics is that as you add nutrients to the water, over time those nutrients become out of balance and the water has to be replaced. With aquaponics, those problems are solved. The fish create waste, and then good, naturally occurring bacteria converts the waste to food the plants can eat. The plants then return the water clean for the fish to use again. What makes it really outstanding is that it only uses about 10% of the water that soil growing uses, which means it can be placed in an area where water is limited. In addition, the plants never compete for water and oxygen like they do in soil, so we can grow things closer together and get a much higher yield using less space. And the goal is to use recycled materials like 55-gallon barrels or the IBC totes that you've seen, and they're also used all over the world, so that way when we go overseas and into third world countries, we don't have to take the materials with us. We can source those materials 100% locally. We've had some greenhouse hoops that were given to us by a nursery because they were a little rusty, and we're in the process of restoring them back to this. Inside the greenhouse, there will be fish tanks that will each hold over 100 fish, and grow beds that are made from the same tanks. And then sump tanks that the grow beds will drain into. We also plan on using grow towers to get an even higher yield, taking advantage of the vertical space. These grow towers are great for things like herbs and even strawberries.
Watch as we take this technology even lower as we get a prototype ready to go to India fall of 2011.
We can feed the nations with duckweed. You feed the duckweed to the fish, you eat the fish, and it's all free. This stuff just multiplies. We're going to take this duckweed frozen and stick it in there just like it is, and the fish just love it.
It grows about 40 times faster than corn. We come and harvest half of it off, come back in 2 days, and it's ready to harvest again.
Look at these results from people that are already using aquaponics to grow completely chemical and pesticide-free fruits and vegetables. And we can grow these same things to feed people in need. But instead of just sending rice and beans, we'll be able to provide a sustainable source of fresh fish, fruits, and vegetables.
Next week, we are headed off to the far northeastern corner of India to a previously restricted area in the state of Manipur in the city of Imphal. Of the many countries that have contacted the Urban Farming Guys, we have chosen to come here to meet up with friends at an orphanage that we've been connected to and following for the last few years. The mission: partner with the orphanage there to help build a self-sustainable source of food and energy using materials sourced 100% locally. These systems will be low-tech and easily managed within the orphanage and can be self-reproduced. This is a big goal, and really we're just getting our feet wet on this trip as we will be building a modular 12-barrel aquaponic system. This barrelponic system, designed by Travis Huey, is set up to produce fish, vegetables, and nutrient-rich water to fertilize the garden. 2 months ago, we built a replica here in the inner city and we filmed everything. When we get back, we hope to be able to show you a step-by-step video of the whole thing. Another part of the team that is going with us will be performing medical missions in the area, providing many services that are not easily accessible to the poor. This will be just a start as we aim to return to build upon this system with alternate energy solutions, water solutions, permaculture practices, vertical growing, and biogas systems that will provide all the cooking fuel for the orphanage and convert food waste on site to valuable fuel for use.
One of the goals of Do Good Farm is to continue researching how to get this system off-grid using biogas made from its own materials. If we can teach people how to save their seeds, breed their fish, and get the system to produce its own electricity, they will have a sustainable food source that will last indefinitely.